want you to be consistent. Consistent with your attitude. Consistent with your money. Consistent with your children. Consistent with your education. Consistent with your finances. Somebody say consistency.
Consistency.
If you want to be elevated, you first need to be consistent. All right, I'm done.
Somebody say, preach, Lady T.
Preach, Lady T.
Prepare for takeoff.
Yes.
Let me tell you something else, man. Listen, some of us are really gifted. We're really talented, and we think our talent is going to get us to a place. And guess what? It will, but it's your character that'll keep you there.
That's right.
Being ready in your character. God says, I want to elevate you, but take your character heavily. I know you're talented. I know you're good. I know you can play the instrument. I know you can write the book. I know you can sing. I know you can do it. But can your character, when I get you there, keep you there? Come on, somebody.
No, why was the character? Wait, verse 12.
I don't think.
The character. Guess what? Guess what the man said?
I don't think it's up there.
Oh, verse 12.
Go back to the first.
I want you to see.
the second slide.
I want you to see where your character is. How your character may put you in a situation that you didn't even know you were stepping in. Let's go to verse 12. Let's read it together. He asked, how did you get here without wedding clothes? Friend, the man was what?
Speechless.
He ignored you. That's a character issue.
Wow.
He ignored the king. He was speechless. He had nothing to say. That's a character flaw. Guess what? No response
Is a response.
Response. Yep.
No response is a response.
There's been some times God has called your name and you didn't say nothing back. I ain't here to step on
Yes.
I won't step on nobody's feet today, but I'm just here. There's been some calls that God has made your way and you send them the voicemail. I just want to be transparent. I ain't gonna do it. No response is a response. Okay, God said, okay, you ain't gonna say nothing back. You ain't gonna receive this. I put it on you.
All my married couples make some noise. Wait a minute. Stop doing the silent treatment. You're saying something without saying something. It's not right. Somebody gotta say it. I'm preaching to myself. I told you I'm impatient. You understand that by you being silent, you're saying so much more. I understand that you don't want to have an argument. You don't want to be argumentative. But why don't you show love in the midst of your disagreement instead of shutting up in a hole and being by yourself? Because that way you're putting distance between you and your husband, and that's just leaving room for the devil to work. No response is a response.
Thank you, Father. You just beat that right in her spirit. Ain't he all right? My brother, where y'all at? Ain't he all right?
Any relationship, y'all know how they throw shade on y'all on social media. I'm just gonna ignore it. Or you go and be petty and like the post that you know that it's about you. Don't you try to be out petty. I love this post. And you know it's about you. Guess what? Instead of doing all of that, God bless you. Amen. I'm praying for you.
That's good.
Sometimes we have to know how to counter-react to things. No response is a response. You rolling your eyes and being silent and not speaking to somebody, man, ain't nobody got time for that.
Anybody say that? Ain't nobody got time for that.
Ain't nobody got time for that.
Moving along. Next point. Preparation is faith.
Yes.
It is faith. It takes faith to prepare. Let me explain this to you. Let me tell you. In order to prepare, you got to believe something is coming to prepare for. If you're pregnant, you're believing something, so you change your eating habits. You stop smoking whatever you smoke. You stop doing what you used to do because you got another life form developing inside of you. So therefore, you're prepared. You're taking prenatal vitamins. If a storm is coming, you board your windows up because you're preparing to stay safe from the storm. What I'm saying to you is, in order to be in a state of preparation, you gotta have faith first to believe that something is coming. Faith is seeing what you cannot see before you see it. It's like casting vision. In order to prepare, you gotta have faith. You can't have. Well, another thing that's crazy to me is, could it be that some of us are prepared for where we're going because we simply don't believe it's coming? That God is saying today, remove that fear, that you need to believe that what I said is going to happen for you, even what it looks like right now. You need to remove that fear so you can start to prepare for what's next.
Yes.
Prepare. When somebody say prepare.
Prepare.
A lot of us are self-destruct. We The doctor just gave you a test and you just hope that it's right. You have faith. That means you're not going to go and hit jumping jacks and backflips because you understand you have faith that after 9 months something will come out.
Yes.
The same thing goes with our vision. God has impregnated us with a vision. It's our choice to incubate that thing and take care of it because we have faith to know that after 9 months, 9 years, whatever the case may be, you're going to birth out that very vision. So you have to take care of the thing that God has put inside of you. Ladies, please make some noise again. As women, we are natural incubators. Let me tell you this. A man casts a vision. Guess what, women? We carry it. No matter if you don't like it, no matter if you don't agree with it, no matter if you feel like it ain't gonna work, we carry the vision because God has naturally put an incubator inside of us to carry out vision. That's the reason why at most 5 Fortune companies, there's an African American woman as the VP.
Yep.
Even the world realized that we are natural incubators and we can carry a vision all the way out. You give a black woman a vision, she'll take that thing so far, you'll be like, what?
Right.
Free.
Where my dudes at? How many of y'all know it's our job as black men to impregnate with vision? It's our job to plant the seed. Many women won't follow a man because he simply doesn't have a vision or a place, a destination where he's taking them. A destination is simply short for destiny. What are you destined to do? You've got to impregnate that woman, man. Man, begin to cast more vision in your house. I just want to throw that nugget in there. Let me go to the scripture right quick. Preparation is faith. It says, then he said to the servants, the wedding banquet is ready, but those I invited did not deserve to come. Key point is simply the food was already ready. He believed that somebody, even though the other people he invited said, no, I'm too busy, I got too much business to handle, even though they didn't come, he believed that somebody was going to show up. Therefore, he continued to prepare his meal. What we've got to do is position ourselves. Pretty much what preparation is, and I want y'all, you can write this down, tweet it, Snapchat it. Preparation is simply faith activated. It's saying, I have faith, now I'm going to activate my faith. We know what faith is always said. It's said to be faith without works is?
Dead.
It says, walk by faith and not by sight. Come on, somebody. It says, without faith it's impossible to please God.
Yes.
Faith is the key to your next level. You want elevation, then you got to start walking by faith and start preparing for your elevation now at this level so he can take you to your next level. In Jesus' name.
In Jesus' name. I receive that.
Yes.
Preparation is faith activated. Next point, preparation perfects presentation.
Come on.
You ever heard of going public too early? I say that a lot here. Going public too fast. You ever put something out and it wasn't ready yet? You have to take it down or something. Like God is saying in this season, I'm going to prepare you. He said, go to the street corners and invite to the banquet anyone you find. That's who 3D is. 3D is known for taking, I don't want a room full of church folk. Let me just be honest with you. I don't want to swap members with the church down the street and keep going back and forth. I want a room full of people who barely know God, who get to know God and give God all they got when they get to know God. I want a church full of people that get it when they come here because it's not what it used to be, but it's who God is in their life. Hallelujah. Hallelujah.
So go to the street corners and invite to the banquet anyone you found. That means you can't be choosy.
That's right.
That means just because they don't have on what you thought or they didn't look the way you thought they should look, that, oh no, I don't think I need to invite them to church because they said something wrong to me. We have to go out and actually do the work. Go out and find. That means they're not going to come. You have to go out there and get it. Just like your dreams, you have to go after it. It's just not going to fall in your lap. Faith without works is dead. That means you have to activate your preparation and activate your faith and go out there and work your faith and work the vision that God has given to you. Because He can't just give it to you. Why? Because then we want to be appreciative of it.
Yes.
It will have no net worth. Sometimes we can't have net worth because we don't have a network. Some of y'all don't get that.
Preach.
Sometimes God put the right relationships in place just for us so that we can have a network, so that our net worth can be better. That's the reason why we're here at 3D. That's the reason why we come here every single Sunday, because we're building our network so our net worth can elevate.
Amen.
So the vision that God has given us can her daughter, and then when it's like church is so weird, she'll say Lady T or Pastor Lady T. She's like, I'm just so nervous and all that stuff like that. What I tell you? Don't worry about it, you got it. But it was not until she got into a place, you know, we have our leaders group, where she realized that her network can elevate her network.
Preach!
Sometimes you need to surround yourself with people that are going to talk to your vision instead of people that's going to talk against your vision. You need to surround yourself with people that are going to give you the right resources instead of the other people that want to snatch them away. You have to understand that your network means so much more. That's the reason why he invited the people to the banquet, because he realized the other people that he was inviting they were all haters. They didn't even realize what they were being invited to.
Preach,
So
Lady
he had to
T.
go find other people that understood who he was, that understood and cared enough about what he was doing. Some people not going to respect you. Some people not going to respect the vision in you. Guess what? I don't care.
Okay, I receive that.
God called me.
That's right.
God
That's
chose
right.
us.
God told you.
God chose us.
Yes.
It doesn't matter. God will send you the people that you need and the right people that you
Ooh,
need.
thank you, Lord.
Amen. Let me tell you this, God does call the sanctified church member, but I believe he chooses. I believe he'll choose the sinner over the over church person any day, because he's prepared to change, or she's prepared to change. She's prepared to be better. He's prepared. Let me tell you something, man. Don't believe it. If you don't believe me, check the Bible's track record. Look at every character in the Bible. Every mistake they made and how God turned it around and made it all work together for the good. Come on, I'm talking about David. Let's think about David. He had affair after affair. He was a murderer. I'm talking Peter. He's snatching people's ears. I'm talking about Jonah. Anybody know Jonah? He ran the opposite direction from God. God said, I'm calling you to do something. I need you to go today. He said, I don't want to go. And how many of you know, even in the midst of him being disobedient to his heavenly Father, God still sent a whale to protect him from drowning.
Yes.
Anybody grateful for your whale experience? It might have been dark, it might have been hurt, but God protected you through that storm. He
Thank
protected
you,
you from that
Lord.
situation.
Thank you.
Anybody grateful for your whale?
Hallelujah. Thank you, Lord.
I believe God calls anybody, but he
Sarah
chooses.
was impatient.
Oh my goodness. Sarah is the reason we have Muslim and Christianity divide to this day.
Abraham was old.
He was too old. Oh man, that's right. He was too old to have a child. So just understand, God was preparing you. Everything that you're being through, God was preparing you for where you're going. Last point. Preparation builds confidence. For many are called, but few are chosen. For many are called, but few are chosen. It's something about being ready. Somebody say ready.
Ready.
That word in itself, it's something about being ready. And for instance, LeBron James is not afraid to shoot a single free throw because he's shot so many that he's well prepared to shoot a free throw. Matter of fact, anybody ever want to feel confident about something, keep doing it and prepare well for it. You want to be a better singer, you keep singing in that mirror, you keep singing in that shower until you perfect that gift. You prepare until you perfect. Come on, somebody. Say it. Prepare until I perfect. I'm telling you.
Instead of to show yourself approved, you want to be a great singer, then you need to look at other what? Singers.
Good.
A lot of times we don't want to do the work or the research or study to get better at the things God has called us to. Preparation.
This is the last point I'm going to make, but I want you to understand this. Time perception. I was studying this. It's called time perception. This is going to help somebody. Time moves slower when you are preparing. I know this is going to mess you up. So I was doing a study, and they were talking about how baseball batters something happens in their brain when it's time for them to get ready to swing at the ball. Like this ball is coming at you at 96 miles per hour from a short distance, and there's something that has to happen in the mind before you can actually know when to swing, where to swing, and when to hit it. What happens is the